Hey guys, Ash here from C4E Tech along with my co-host Milo and my trusty sim ejector tool. Welcome to another episode of Ash Answers. Ash Answers is a show where we answer your questions that you tweet out to us with the hashtag Ash Answers. So without further ado, let's get to the questions. Why more and more brands are leaning towards stock Android nowadays? So it's basically because we've been making our voices heard. A lot of us have been asking for stock Android on phones, and coming up with stock Android means they can also push out security patches and updates faster, and they don't have to spend quite as much resources in terms of money and manpower. So this, again, the focus on security patches and updates has kind of gone up in the last year or so. More people are asking for it. And this is one of the reasons why more and more brands are going the stock Android route. Also, the success of Moto is one more reason, evidence that it is kind of working for brands. So there you go. Next question. Did C4E Sundar let you drive his Jaguar? Please read the hashtags. Hashtag Milo. Hashtag rich guy attitude.
No,
Seriously.
no way.
I don't like Milo. Any alternative to Redmi 4? So the alternative to Redmi 4 would be the Redmi Y1, and my review of the Redmi Y1 should be live tomorrow, as in I'm shooting this on Saturday, so it would be live, okay, not Monday, probably Tuesday. So 2 days from now, you'd be seeing this on Sunday, so it should be live on Tuesday. So that's that. Is the picture quality on the VU 75-inch 4K TV comparable to picture quality of the Sony, LG, and Samsung TVs of similar sizes? Hell yes. The VU TV is amazing. I've been using it for a month or two now, and I'm loving it. Yes, the software experience isn't great. It comes with the Opera Store instead of Android, but any TV that comes with Android, they're using the least powered chips out there, like a Cortex A7 cores, no name brand chips, and the experience sucks anyway. So I would prefer you buy a TV like say VU or TCL maybe, and then spend the extra money to get yourself Chromecast, or if you want something better, probably get the Nvdia Shield TV. That is amazing. Tier 1 brand phone with out of the world battery life, decent performance, and excellent call quality. Budget 5 to 30K. Hashtag everyone discriminates.
Apple.
No. 5K to 30K. iPhones don't count. In this price segment, tier 1, I'd probably have to recommend the A9 Pro. Yes, it's got the 6.5 series chip, not the latest, no 660 there, but still it is, if you want great battery life, if you want tier 1, that is probably your best option. If properly implemented, can EIS be better than OIS? Yes and no. Okay, let me explain. So electronic image stabilization would work great for video. So OIS, it's just a minute amount that the lens can move to compensate. So EIS, any day, if it's implemented properly, it's going to be much better than OIS. So now on the FS7 that we shoot, the rare occurrences where we go outside and shoot, I can turn OIS on. I do it from time to time, but still to stabilize the footage, I end up coming in adding warp stabilizer via After Effects, which is kind of the PC equivalent of implementing EIS. So cropping in and kind of stabilizing the footage, and that makes a lot more difference than OIS does. So EIS, if implemented well, will most probably give you better results than OIS, but that is only for video. OIS also helps with low light shooting, because the amount of time that the shutter can stay open, the amount of time the camera can capture light, that increases a lot when there is OIS. So if you are shooting on a camera with OIS, maybe by default it would go down to, we've seen cameras go down to 1/4 of a second, but even under manual you could easily shoot half a second exposure. So that means it's just getting a lot more time to take a lot more light in, so the images tend to be brighter, or you can scale down the ISO levels meaning it's just gonna look a lot cleaner, less noise, overall better low light shooting. So with still images, OIS is what you need. There's no EIS for that. But with videos, OIS is great to have, but well implemented EIS would still get the job done. Okay. Which phone has the best display under 15,000? I would have to go with the Lenovo P2. The AMOLED display on it is amazing. That would be my pick under 15K. What is the meaning of bass and noise cancelling in headphones? Bass is the beats, the thumping sound that you hear, that is bass. So for music, especially if you're listening to rock or hip hop, that is something that's very important. It kind of enhances your music listening experience. As far as noise cancelling goes, there's a microphone included that kind of captures the ambient noise and then kind of subtracts it from what you're hearing. So, a car honking would not get cancelled out because that is something that's not your regular ambient noise. But if you're outdoors walking, the regular amount of noise outside, that can be cancelled out. If you're in a crowded airport or railway station or something, it helps. But again, for me personally, I've got two Bluetooth headphones that I usually use. One is the Bose QC30s and another is the Bose SoundSport. The QC30 comes with the neckband and it's got active noise cancellation. The SoundSport doesn't. But I don't know. You tell me at what levels do you listen to audio? I generally listen to it at max. And when a music track is playing at max, I already can't hear the ambient noise outside. So the noise cancellation it isn't very important for me. And noise cancellation also again drains battery. So your battery capacity on, equal, the same size headphones, the one with noise cancellation would probably have a little less battery life. Bluetooth, if you're gonna use a wired headphones, like earphones, like Xiaomi's new in-ear noise cancelling earphones, the Type-C ones, then battery life doesn't get impacted. If you're listening to something like, for example, a ebook or classical music or something without maxing out the audio levels, then that's where your noise cancellation really helps out. Okay, next question. Why manufacturers are trying to make in-display fingerprint scanner? Side fingerprint scanner is better than in-display fingerprint scanner, I think. Like Sony mobiles, bezel-less plus side fingerprint scanner is the best option. What's your opinion? And finally, somebody makes use of the new 280 characters on Twitter, so kudos for that. All right.
The iPhone 10 is awesome.
Dude, no.
Yes.
No.
The iPhone 10 puts everything else to shame.
The question has nothing to do with the iPhone 10. We are not going there. It was a shitty thing to cut out the fingerprint scanner. We are not.
Maybe.
There's no maybe. It was. All right. So sorry about Milo's interruption there. Guys, side fingerprint scanners, I've used it on a couple of Sony devices. I wasn't too fond of them. Because even the rear fingerprint scanner, when you pick up, it's easier to hit. At least for me, the side fingerprint placement was kind of awkward. I don't know, front, I like it a lot. And again, in display, fingerprint scanner means it's gonna come to the front. So even if your phone is just lying down, you can still just press it, check what's happening, and you don't really have to even pick the device up. That's a negative with the rear scanner. But the side ones, I just find it very awkward. What do you guys think? What do you prefer? Front fingerprint placement or rear? Any side placement fans out there? Let me know in the comments. And now next, which is the one feature phone would you like to bring back from the past? Okay, when I picked the question, I read it as one feature I'd like to bring back from the past. So I'm going to answer both. Feature phone. 3310 would be it. It's already been brought back. That's the one I spent a long time with. I'd probably like the 1100 as well. That was, it's a light phone, a weak battery life. It was cool with a flashlight, which was like, pretty cool back then. So maybe that's one I'd like to see make a return. As far as features go, I know that's not the question, but that's what I thought was the question. And I thought of the answer. I'm not gonna, not say it. Feature I'd like to see back would be more plastic phones. I know. When people say plastic, your head's gonna jump to the Galaxy S5. You know, that wreck that was the S5. Uh, but that's not it. That's not what I'm talking about. Anyone remembers the Lumia 920? That was a plastic phone, beautifully built, a lot more durable with regards to, what do you say, dents and stuff that, a lot more Milo friendly phones. Even the Xiaomi Mi 3 was kind of well built, right? So I would like to see a lot more plastic phones come back. Not necessarily Samsung style, but do it well, like, curved glass to the front and curved plastic like what they used on the Lumia 920. So my Lumia 920 that I showcased on the channel like 5 years back, one of my friends, I gifted it to him later, so he still uses it, and it still works great. I mean, kudos to Microsoft there. Windows is still quite smooth. You can't say that for any 5-year-old Androids or iPhones. Maybe iPhones, I don't know, whatever. The point here is he has 2 kids. One kid is like 5 years old, 4 years old, and his brother has a kid who's like 6 or 7, and they drop stuff all the time. So he has, after the Lumia 920, he's used a Mi 5, which has a display that's broken, a ZUK Z1, which has a display that's broken, and a bag that's all scruffed up. And the best looking, I'm sorry, the Mi 5, I think the back's broken, whatever. The best looking amongst the phones that he's been using is the Lumia 920. That plastic is just that durable. So that would probably be a feature I'd like to see make a comeback. November 12th is my birthday. Wish me happy birthday, buddy. So you guys can also wish Rajarajan happy birthday. Same birthday as the day Ashantis goes live. So yeah, cool. But doesn't it suck to have a birthday on Sunday? When I was in school, I hated my birthday being on a Sunday. Sorry, there was something. The postman just delivered something. So I'm just gonna... So when I was in school, I kind of hated my birthdays falling on Sundays because, birthdays, I would prefer for it to be on a week so that my parents don't bug me to study or something. Come on, mom, it's my birthday. Stuff like that. So yeah, this is a ND filter that I bought so that it might be useful when we shoot outdoors. And let's see what's there in this. I buy all of this stuff, like the cheap stuff, I buy them from ebay.com. I'd rather import them, like, let's assume I paid $10 for this. If I bought it in India on ebay.in, the same product would be sold for at least 1400 rupees. So yeah. Oh, flip it. And what's here? Okay, LED controller for LED lights. A bunch of LED controllers and a couple of LED light strips. Sweet CDs being used in videos in various forms going forward. So anyway, that's it for the impromptu, unexpected unboxing. What do you think?
I love it.
Do you like them?
Obviously.
Milo says yes. All right. Hey Ash, do you think upgrading from the iPhone 7 Plus to the iPhone 10 is better?
The iPhone 10 is awesome. Don't you know having a second kidney is a luxury? iPhone, on the other hand, is a necessity.
Seriously?
Do you really need kidneys?
Shut up, Milo. So anyway, guys, I wouldn't recommend iPhone 7 Plus to iPhone 10 unless
Apple is innovative.
Unless you really wanted to get the latest iPhone 10. Yes, the iPhone 10 is cool and all, but the 7 Plus is still an amazing phone. The 10 would get you better AR performance and stuff like that, but not for day-to-day usage. You're not going to notice anything different, barring that awesome form factor. That's that. If you want the latest bleeding edge iPhone, then yes, the 10 you could get it, but the 7 Plus is still a killer phone. It does almost everything that the 10 does. It doesn't look quite as well as the 10, but gets the job done. Poke Milo once and then tell me your favorite WWE wrestler and your thoughts about Survivor Series and Shield. Poking Milo. I actually like this Milo better. Doesn't make a huge scene when I. So, favorite WWE wrestler, active roster would be Finn Balor, AJ Styles, Nakamura. Toss up AJ Styles. I'd probably prioritize AJ Styles over everybody else because I've been following AJ's career for like 11 years now. Since he was with TNA, I was like a huge AJ Styles fan. One of the reasons I started watching TNA was for AJ Styles. And all time would be Shawn Michaels and CM Punk. So that's that. And I did not watch Survivor Series yet, and I'm not really interested in the Shield. I haven't followed WWE a lot since the Shield came in. So if Milo breaks enough phones, will he give you his Jaguar?
No.
Will Apple ever come up with dual SIM iPhones? If they do, will the battery life suck more than it already does? I would love to see Apple come with a dual SIM iPhone, and maybe that would prompt Google to put in dual SIMs with their next Pixels. I mean, come on, Google, what the hell? And as far as battery life goes, I'm perfectly happy with Apple's battery life. I mean, the 8 Plus has great battery life. The 7 Plus had great battery life. The 7 is something we used. Battery life was not bad. It was good. It was actually, I'd call it good. It wasn't even fair or average or any of that. It was quite good. So, I don't know. That's just me, I guess. What do you think? Anybody using an iPhone here? How's your battery life? I know the 4-inch ones, the 5S, the 5, the SE. I'm sorry. That was, 4 inches. Those iPhones did not have great battery life, but ever since they went 4.7 and 5.5, the 5.5s have always had great battery life, and the 4.7s have been quite competent, at least as far as I can remember from my use. What do you guys think? Again, comments, let me know. The Flipkart Billion smartphone looks like a real competitor to the Redmi Note 4. Do you agree? Will you be reviewing it? On paper, yes, it does seem great. Snapdragon 625 Dragon Tail Glass, 5.5-inch Full HD, dual rear cameras. Seems quite interesting. 3500 mAh, battery as well, stock Android, and all that. But as of now, I don't have any plans on covering it. I think Flipkart's sent out review units to a lot of people. We haven't got one, and it's not just that. I haven't gotten a lot of queries on it, and these days we are kind of toning down the number of devices we cover, because in the past, if you've seen, we've unboxed the phone and then it's been stuck in limbo for a long time. We want to kind of get those turnaround times to you guys, make it faster so that we unbox the phone, we get you the review out in a week or something, so that you guys who are counting on us, the few of you who are for our reviews, we want to get them to you as quick as possible. So I probably won't be covering it unless and until we get a bucket load of comments here from you guys wanting me to. So you decide. What is the ideal processor for an Nvidia 1060 build? So here's a card to my 1060 build, which was the 50,000 build, which with GST is a lot more expensive these days. You could go with an i5 for it. Are you going to use the iPhone 10 as your primary
Obviously.
phone? Dude, we don't even own it. The iPhone 10 was basically Milo's friend's phone. It is in ours, so we just got it late in the night, spent the night. Milo and Shahrukh spent the night kind of getting all the footage together. We did the unboxing on the channel. As of now, we don't have plans on buying it and doing a review. Again, might change. If you guys want to see it, let us know. Can you share the story which you told you will share in a future episode of Ash Answers? All right. So here's the story. I'm not going to name brands. So there's this one brand which launches phones very late in India. So that brand actually contacted me to tell me that, well, they would send me their phone 2 weeks before the Indian launch, and they literally spelled out my review for me. So we want you to talk about this and talk about how this feature is better than that feature on the other flagship, and how this is a great feature. And they basically wrote my entire review script for me, as in titles and all that. And I'm like, why am I gonna do this now? We're giving it to you 2 weeks before Indian launch. I'm like, it's been available globally for like 3 freaking months. Who the hell cares? So that's the story. I'm not going to name brands, but if you can connect the dots, feel free to. Suggest some good TV shows to watch. I just currently finished watching Shameless 7 seasons, 8 season, 1 episode aired. It's amazing. A great time killer, kind of like a 1 hour episodes though, and it's quite fun. So yeah, that's what I've been watching. I would recommend it, but my regular recommendations, I'm pretty sure if you're a long time viewer, you'd know it. Spartacus, Battlestar Galactica for like serious shows. Breaking Bad is one. Prison Break. For comedy, The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Every time I say this, people ask me, what was that? So The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Or you can just Google that show with Will Smith from the 80s. It was like late 80s, early 90s. It's aged amazingly well. It's a great comedy. Then Friends, How I Met Your Mother, Scrubs, and all that. So I guess those are all the questions I picked for today's episode of Ash Answers. I know we were a little light on the questions this time around, but guys, you know, this is how I had to do it because a certain somebody decided that today is when they wanted to travel the world and see things, or I don't know where he is. He's just somewhere. So, and Harris was also busy. He's got his exams or something. So I had to do this by myself. So that said, this week we wouldn't be doing After Ash Answers. We'll try to do it next week or something. So do you guys want to see us do more After Ash Answers? Again, let me know in the comments. So that's it for this video. Give it a thumbs up if you liked it. Vote it down if you didn't. And for more videos like this, hit that subscribe button down below if you haven't yet. If you've already subscribed, hit that bell icon to make sure you get notified each time a new video goes live here on the channel. And thanks a lot for watching. Till next time, this here is Ash along with my co-host Milo, and we are leaving for the moment. Have a nice day. Don't you like this Milo better? No drama, just straight leaving for the moment. Fun, right?